What's up, YouTube studio family? Another episode on this channel where I took the Focal B twins and I wound up buying both of them, as you can see in the other videos on this channel. And I said to myself, when I got a couple comments from you guys saying, what do I think about the bass, or do they sound like they go that low, and things like that. So I wrote a little list to myself to kind of like keep this in order so that you understand why I chose to do what I did and so forth. So real quick, I bought the Sub 6 and I just got it today. I literally went and picked it up from the FedEx pickup center because I didn't want them to bring it to the house, because every time they bring a package to the house they knock so light that I can't hear it if I'm asleep or whatever. So I told them to drop it off to the FedEx center. And I watch a lot of videos and I noticed that people show them going to get stuff and bringing it back or whatever. But if that's what y'all like to see or whatever, let me know and I'll do stuff like that. But I think the meat and potatoes of product, description and showing it, is the most important, right now, whatever. So like I said, people was asking about, do I think I need a sub, for the Focal B twins? And my answer is yes for me, but do you have to have it? I don't think you have to have it. Do I think it helps with hearing what's in those lower registers of frequencies? Yeah, I do think you benefit from it. Let me say that. You benefit from it. I know in other videos I said that I was going to the other video I said I was going to get the speaker monitoring system, the Crane Sound Avaset. I was going to do that. It's quite more expensive. As you know, the Focal Sub 6s are like the B twins. They're about 2,000, 1,900. So I said, well, let me work to get the sub, let it break in, listen to it, get used to it with the B twins, and get my bearings with that. So when I get the monitoring system, I can hear those differences in sound quality, whether it's better or not as good as the current setup I have. So I think that's a good order to get it in. Starting with your speakers in your studio, to me and others, tends to be the best move to make. If you can afford to get a certain level of speaker, you should, because you don't want to keep buying them and selling them off to get this speaker. If you can, try to get something within your price range that will be of a certain quality. So what I'm gonna do is, this is gonna be the unboxing of the Sub 6. And I don't like to make videos long, but I also like to speak to what people ask me in the comment section. So like I said, people say like, subscribe, or whatever, or ask a bunch of questions, and some of the things that I purchase will be geared towards your questions or your suggestions. So it helps me out. So like I said, it's gonna be this is gonna be the unboxing, right? And I'm gonna do another video. These gonna be a couple, in a day or tomorrow, or whatever case may be. I'm gonna do the unboxing today of the sub, let you see it, look around it or whatever case it be, check the suspension and all the stuff for the speaker. And then I would say tomorrow, I got a couple packages coming tomorrow. The next day after that, I'm gonna put the ISO pucks on the bottom of the Sub 6, so while it's on the floor, those ISO pucks are absorbing vibration. It's supposed to make it sound a lot better, and you don't get that distortion. So we're gonna say about that in the video too. And I also got some Prime Acoustic pads for the Twin Bs. They're supposed to be pretty cool as well. So those are the upcoming videos that I'm going to do, I guess between, today and tomorrow, or this week, at least this week. So, without talking, let's go ahead and unbox the Sub 6 so you can see it. Because like I said, it ain't never really a whole bunch of people unboxing like the Focal professional stuff. I don't know why, but let's get to it. So I'm going to move the camera as I need to for you to see what I'm doing. I'll unbox it back there and I'll sit it up here once I get it out the box. But when I ordered it, much like the same thing with the B Twins, once you hit that purchase button, to buy it, you hit that buy button and you get that tracking number, you just like, oh man, I literally have ordered these speakers. Like, I don't know, it's something. It's something. It's something. It feels you feel accomplished when you are able to do something for yourself and what you love. The music you love, and and just being able to contribute to your own happiness. So they got these thick metal things in here you have to get out. Give me a second, fam. Let me get this now. They got these thick brass copper staples in here that you got to take out. It wasn't like that on the B Twins, but I figure it's a heavier product, so So, for those of you that are planning on, purchasing monitors or any type of equipment for that matter, the one thing I always dread is the delivery process, like through, different delivery companies, because every time I get something or I go to pick it up, or they drop it off at my door, it's like these deep gashes and dings in the packages. So I try to, as much as possible, for the delivery driver leaves, to inspect the outside of the box to make sure, as much as possible that, everything is intact. So for the sake of this unboxing, when I went down to the delivery center to pick up this package, because when they deliver it to my house, if you don't hear that door, they'll just put that sticker on your door and you gotta wait till the next day. So I didn't want to do that. I wanted to, my equipment, when it's supposed to be here. So I had them drop it off at the pickup center, the delivery pickup center, so that I can go down there and pick it up myself. So this is one more left. So like I said, those dings that you get in the boxes, like deep gashes, you gotta inspect it to make sure that you're not getting a product that has been damaged, because I'm sure it's gonna be a pain in the butt to do the insurance thing and have them send it back and all this extra stuff. So yeah. Oh, the weight, when I picked it up, I noticed for the size of the speaker, when you look at the pictures and all of that stuff, you like, oh wow, well the sub look like it's a nice size. I mean, it's not that big to me in the sense of what I normally see as subs, throughout your life, whether you did different things, you know, with music, you expect like a sub to be of a certain size, but I guess it's not about the size. It's more about, you know, its functionality and the accuracy of the speaker. But the sub is not huge. The box is big, but the sub is not huge. But you know, it's a nice size. The weight is up there. These subs are pretty heavy. The sub 6 is pretty heavy. You know that the amp circuitry in here is pretty robust because of the weight. So I can definitely tell that because I had to walk this thing up the driveway, and I had to walk it up the driveway and up the walkway. I had to sit it down a couple times to get it to the house. And like I said, sometimes you get the stuff and it's like a ding in the box. But once you get the product out, you realize Focal boxes it pretty good. They box it pretty good. So when you get those dings and gashes in it, it's not damaging the product. It just makes you like, whoa, like what the heck is that? Like this, it looks like the product is damaged, but it's not, because I guess they've been doing it for so long, they know what to do. So we're gonna try to get this out. Make sure I don't damage any speakers or anything in here. Right? Okay, so here she is. I'm gonna sit in that chair over there and see what else is inside the box. Yeah, she's definitely heavy, fam. She's definitely heavy. Definitely heavy. Definitely heavy. So what else we have in the box here? A couple things. The packaging, like before in the last video that I did with the Focal, you got the packaging, just general packaging that comes with it. Right? Okay. I see, whoa, power cord. Looks like some type of absorbing pack, I guess, to keep moisture out of the speaker. And I think that's it, fam. Yep, that's it. So I'm gonna put this phone back and then we can get to unwrapping the speaker. So I really enjoy the opportunity to listen to and be able to obtain, you know, good equipment, good sounding, good monitoring equipment, you know, good recording equipment. You know, what I don't enjoy is having to bust my butt all the time to get it. So I'm gonna turn some of this light so you can see more what I'm doing from this speaker here. Right, so I don't know if it's too far back. So I'm gonna drop the phone down. It'll probably cut my head off, but you'll be able to actually see the product better, I mean, in my face, so we'll do it from there. So, just like the B-Twin, it has a plastic wrap around it. I'm sure that we knew that would be the case. And with the B twins, which is something else too, I'm gonna have to do a discussion in the video on, is the fact that the Focal subs use the foot switch, right? So I searched the web, Focal's website, other website, other channels, because there literally was no literature, even on the online, book Focal book that you can look at online. There was nothing about what type of foot switch to get or anything. Like it was almost like it's almost like, and this is what I want to say. It's almost like with crazy thing with professional equipment, certain things or certain benefits of equipment. It's almost like there's an assumption that you should know what to get. Like if you think about foot switches or things like that, I guess in the music or studio realm, certain things are understood. Like knowing what a compressor is, knowing what an EQ is, or knowing what certain things are. So I'm assuming that maybe that's the justification for not saying, okay, get this type of foot switch or the actuator switch, which I'm gonna point it out to you so you can see. It's a nice deepness to it. It's a nice deepness to it. It's a nice deepness to it. So, as I was saying about the sub, and I'm sure there's other subs that have the they got feet on them. Subs that have the foot switch, right? There is a type of foot switch that you have to get for this to actually work. And it, took me a while to find out what kind of foot switch or whatever. I want to get more light so you can actually see better. Give me a second, fam. I apologize that I'm having to jerry rig a bunch of stuff for you to actually see what's going on. But I wanted you to see the quality of this stuff. Like it's like really good. I mean, Focal it's like furniture grade. Oh my God, it's heavy as heck. It's like furniture grade quality on their speakers and stuff. Like I'm really impressed. Like really impressed. So I might have to bring it down some more so you can actually see the things here. So I'm gonna bring it down some more. Bear with me, fam. Okay, that looks about right from what I see. I don't know how the quality is to you. So the rear looks way more than I saw in the pictures. Like I tried to zoom in with the speakers in pictures, and it really doesn't do any justice actually seeing it in person. The way that the knobs look on here, and the way that the machine metal is or whatever, it's really nice. Really nice. what I was talking about with this sub, if you plan on buying a sub for uh, 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 your solo six or your solo twin six, um, and you want to be able to turn the sub off and turn the sub on, they say that you need to get the foot switch, which is like a pedal or a little peg thing, and I'll show you another video. And what happens is it gets plugged into this 1/4 inch jack here, and I'll pull it closer so you can see exactly, because I think some people really like to see detail when it comes to looking at equipment from other people. So what I'll show, they're getting whitewashed. It's getting whitewashed. So what I'm trying to illustrate here, or try to tell you here, is that Focal's bypass on their sub need the foot switch needs to be latched. It needs to be able to latch, and I had to find out what exactly that meant when it said latch. So I had to look it up, and actually it didn't say, the company didn't say that it needs to be latched, but through looking around and stuff like that, I realized that it has to be latched. So basically what that is that when the foot switch is actuated or clicked, or the button is clicked on the foot switch, it stays clicked. Kind of like when you have a push button light, it stays in, and then you push it again, it pops out. That's latching. So in order to keep this sub out of play, out of out of being actually on, you need a latching foot switch. And I'll show you the one I have in another video when I do the setup and wiring, because I bought new wires, and the foot switch. So that should be here tomorrow, and I'll be able to set this up and do the whole room sound thing. With, of course, if you don't know, a lot of times with subs, especially in smaller rooms or even bigger rooms, you have to put the sub in the listening position, which will be in, I guess, my chair or on the floor, and my exact position where I sit and listen to the B Twins, and crawl around on the floor to hear where that bass sounds better or the best in the room. And the sub is, from what I understand, primarily should be in that position. Now, I've never done that before, and I guess, we'll do it together when I do that video. But I'm assuming that, the sub should be firing in the direction that you want it to face. So what I'm assuming is like this: if this behind me is where the speakers are, and I have the sub back here, it should be firing in this direction. You get what I'm saying? Or maybe both. Try both and see what happens. But that's basically it. But let me turn it around so you can see all sides of it. This is the side in the chair. It's a nice size. Like, I maybe in the video you don't see that it's not a nice size. I thought it was going to actually be small, and I'm going to show the top and the sides and all the stuff like that. But now I'm going to flip it around to the front. But that wood is amazing. I'm going to actually lean it so that you can see the top with the logo on it. It's just the details, the small things that Focal does that really makes their products, look like what it costs or what it is. Like, it really is nice. And this is the front of the speaker. And I'm going to take the grill off so that we can see. And I want you to see the port here. I want you to see the port. Oh, it's rear ported. Okay, that's right. I remember it's rear ported. So I'm going to take the grill off so you can see the actual woofer. It snapped in pretty good, I see. whatever it's in, it's gonna stay on. I guess that it's that way so that all the SPL that's gonna come from this thing. Jesus Christmas, this thing is on here, fam. I almost feel like I'm gonna break it trying to get it off. There it is. Oh, Jesus Christmas. This thing is really on here. So what they have is like the hex bolts going around it, but the ones here, and at the bottom protrude, and they connect with the three things there. So that's interesting. But there she is in her glory. The 11-inch focal sub, right? I can't wait to plug it up, fam, and hear that bottom end for the first time. I can't wait. So this is the unboxing, and I'm gonna show you the bottom too, because they have feet, and I don't know why I didn't think they didn't have feet, but they have these rubber feet on the bottom, right? They have these rubber feet on the bottom. You know, I don't know how that is for isolation, but I'm gonna use the isolation pucks that I ordered to isolate it from the floor. But it's a nice size woofer. Nice depth to it. Nice depth to it. I guess I could find something so that you can gauge like a common item. Like let me use a CD. I don't know how. Let me use a CD. It's a good depth to it. Like, okay, so this is the average CD, right? So if I'm starting here at the beginning with the CD, it's a nice depth to it. You know, takes about what, 5 CDs. I don't know how wide a CD is, but it's a nice depth to it, right? And there's your woofer with the CD, right? Nice size. Oh, the suspension of the woofer. Let's see how it feels. Oh, gee, she is stiff. She is stiff. You see? Let me hold it still. She is stiff. So that magnet structure. Oh, and the surrounds. I don't know if that's like what do they call it? Not, was it butyl rubber? Or yeah, like a butyl rubber. It's really dense rubber. So yeah, it like can handle some abuse. So like I said, this is the focal sub 6, and on my next video, we're gonna do the setup and the wiring for this baby here, and then I'll do another video with the isolation for the B twins and for the sub 6. You know, we might do it all in one. I'm not sure. You know how much time I'm gonna have. YouTube, like I said, I don't see too many people like really realistically, you know, showing these speakers. If it's something on the sub that you want to see, is it a power light when it's on? That's something I would wonder, like a light that comes on when you turn it on. Okay, it's one in the back, like a green light. So it's not like the sub 6 or the B twins where that green light is in the front. So, you know, that's what it is. So like I said, I don't see a lot of videos or US videos with English speaking people actually show the sub, you know, touch it and, you know, let you see, you know, it up close and personal. So if there's any detail or something I'm leaving out, let me know. Because like I said, as I continue to do more and show more equipment, I'll get better at, I guess, videoing it or displaying it to you. So like I said, you know, comment so I can know what it is you want me to do, or is it a piece of equipment that you thought about and maybe I didn't think about, and I'm like, hey, maybe I need to get that, you know. So if you want to get it, you know, and it's something you realize that, hey, B man, you need to, you know, check that out. You know what I mean? You know, we a studio family. We all help each other out. We all contribute to this thing we call studio life. So, like I said, like and subscribe it. You know, and let's get this going. You know, let's get this going. Let's make this music. Okay. All right, fam. All right, studio fam. Next video, like I said, it's gonna be next video on the setup and wiring this baby. Let's get it. All right.